Your wing.
So now this guy is the Classic Chile Maple, and it is 1,600 Scoville heat units. And to compare, that's an Anaheim or a Poblano chili pepper. So not super hot. Poblano?
Poblano.
Oh, I mispronounced it. Poblano. I'm sorry. Super white.
It's vegan and gluten-free. All natural ingredients. Just the right spice. The classic hot sauce. Sweet heat. Here we are. Number one, right?
Yep.
Number one.
Forgot to grab gloves.
Ooh, it's wet underneath. All right.
Come on, Anna, eat it.
Oh,
Do it.
that's tasty.
Do it.
That was good.
That's very nice. All right.
Just do it.
I haven't eaten lunch, so I'm just going to town.
Okay. I'm into this. I'm into this one. Okay. That's tasty. It does have some heat.
Is it hot?
Dying.
The amount.
Nope.
Anna's already ready to tap out. The amount of heat that's on this.
Are you sure this is in the 10?
This is number one. It's definitely not number 10. This is number one, but the amount of heat on number one is a little concerning for what the other ones are going to be like. That's a little much. I don't know how I feel about it. Flavor is great.
I think it's flavorless.
It's delicious. All right.
Yeah, they're good.
What's your first question?
The rest of the paper towels. Pastor Brian, you and Pastor Mandy felt called to start Pax Christian Church in the year 2020 during a global pandemic.
Yeah, because why not?
What were you thinking?
Yeah. I was thinking I'd stay in Tucson forever and not move back to Nevada. We had bought a house. I was full-time employed at a church and really loving that. Things were going well, and we were crushing it during the pandemic. We were just starting to come back to live services, and then we came up here to visit you guys, and you and your wife said, hey, we've been kind of waiting on a church plant and knowing that that's going to be something we're going to be part of. And so you guys were like, hey, would you mind praying? And I remember this because I remember thinking it was funny that Cassie said it this way. She said, would you guys mind praying when you come up here? And I was like, yeah, we pray when we come up. Like, that's not going to be a hard ask. And she was like, no. I mean, would you pray? Just ask God if he's calling you guys to come start that church, because we want to be part of it, but we're not going to lead it. Somebody else is going to do that. And so we were like, sure. And as soon as we started praying, like I was on vacation from a ministry I loved, from a town we were digging. The only thing I didn't like about Tucson is the heat. Everything else was fine. And everyth's stabby. Everything's stabby. All the plants, all the critters, everything is violent and evil and wants to end your life. And then the heat is like way over the top. And like 120 degrees is a real thing, people. So anyway, I wanted to stay, but we were content with staying. I hated the heat, but we had a swimming pool, so and so while we were on vacation, as soon as we started praying about it, God started saying yes to this question of whether or not we should come up and plant a church. And then the more we started checking with other people, yes. The more we started talking through how the plans could work, yes. Even the timing of like, well, for us, it seems like it'd make the most sense to come up at the soonest, like right around Thanksgiving or Christmas. And Christmas would be a cool time to launch. And then that was right when Cassie was finishing her, I don't know how much of that you want to share, but so she was finishing her first round of chemo. So that worked out well for you guys. And that was like a good, like, okay, I have time to take a break and do that. And so like all around, it was like every single aspect of this came together in such a good way. And it was just like, obviously this is Jesus, from like direct questions to godly people praying over and asking us. I even had a friend who I just said that I was fasting and praying about it before really making the decision, and put that out to a couple of my fellow youth pastors in Tucson. And at least one of them came back with, I will be fasting and praying with you this weekend. Nice. And so, we had people really seeking the Lord, like on purpose, with intent, and everybody came back with yes on that. And so that was just clear confirmation that needed to happen. And there's like a million other things too, but that was, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm going to try and finish this wing real quick while you set up your next, whatever we're doing.
Well, the next thing we do is we're going to do the second wing.